everyone, today I'm here to react to episode 2 of Tiny Beautiful Things on Hulu. I really liked the first episode a lot more than I actually thought I was gonna, and I'm so invested in finding out what's gonna happen with the story. It gave us like a little tease for what's to come, I feel like, in terms of the flashback kind of stuff, but like I said, based on one of the reviews I read about this series, it's going to be heavily into like how much the past affects what's happening now, and like how things that you haven't really healed from can in turn affect and kind of start to come up more when you're going through something else. And I just think that's a really, really interesting premise to explore, and I feel like there's a lot of ways this could go, and yeah, I'm just excited to check it out. So let's get started. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's even more interesting. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. I feel like now she's trying to chase after her to like grab her and like don't go away, but like why was she gonna hit her with a shovel in the first place? That's terrifying. Yeah, that is not a fun nightmare to have. You start hitting your mother with a shovel and then it ends with her like hitting you with a shovel. No thanks, no thanks. You could definitely psychoanalyze that. She's so gonna get caught. Like, this is gonna end so badly. I can't believe this is her solution. I know that there's like beds, but like sleep in your office if anything. Jeez Louise, this lady's been watching you for a while, but you know what? You are in her room, so I guess that's fair. I mean, that's a fair question. I do ask myself that a lot of times in the day. Look how nice her office is, though. That's what I mean. Like, she could totally get some stuff, pull up, just sleep on the floor. Like, if anything, it's better than getting caught. Like, again, I know it's a bed, but it's better than getting caught, right? Because I feel like sleeping in your office, that's one thing. Sleeping in a patient's room, that's going to be a fireable offense. Oh gosh. I wonder if this is going to be the thing that drives a wedge between her and Lucas. Like, I know they're still close, but it doesn't seem like they're, like, close in terms of, like, he's dependable or anything like that, so. She's back in the room! Ma'am, you're gonna get caught! This can only be, like, a 3-day solution. Like, it can't be a full-time thing. This is not gonna work. I'm so worried for her. Yeah, I don't think her daughter wants to hear anything from you after what happened, so. Is her daughter fighting for her though, or is she not listening that she wants to like not be here? I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means. What? Their faces are like, excuse me? Yeah, thank you, Lucas. Oh my gosh, this is the most awkward freaking thing ever. I can't even imagine. Yeah, that's the other thing is like, it's like when she always has the most awkward people come in her life, like that Sam guy who knew that she was Claire and then came to her, and now this guy who has to do that, like, it's so weird. Not a sentence you want to hear, right? What? No! That's so weird, dude. Go buy a pair. Oh, great. That's a great thing to have to tell everyone. Oh my gosh, this is just getting more and more awkward. Oh no. Oh no. What? How? That is so what? Is she just running away? That's gonna make you look more guilty, but like I also understand because what do you do in that situation? There's no, I feel like, explaining it other than a mental breakdown. Aww. I cannot wait to see adult Lucas. Like, I just want to see what their relationship is like because it seems close back then, so I want to know what happened that, he just can't seem to get it together, and I mean, she doesn't really have it together either, so it's clearly like just this thing that's happened to them, but I really want to see how they are in the future interacting. I can't even. Why are you in the parents' bedroom too? Like, that's my question. No one's gonna see it. Like, what's the big deal? They have to get something. Yeah. He's trying his best. Like, it's just, yeah. To stay close, I think, to be good, to stop fighting. Like, there's probably so much. They're the only family each other has left, aside from the dad, who she's kind of written off and he hasn't. But I just feel like, yeah, I get it. I get it. You're not making it better. Like, what the heck? Not nice. I feel like this is the grief, right, of what she said. Like, I don't know what her last relationship with her or her conversation with her mom was, but I feel like this is like, it's struggling, it's struggling. She never got to see like what it is from the other side. She never got her mom to help her. She just knows like the daughter aspect of it. She doesn't know the mother aspect of it. It's not, but it looks like a crime. You get that, right? Gosh, now she literally has nowhere to stay. She's got to go back to her friend's house. I don't know why she couldn't go there in the first place, but like, you gotta go back. Like, this is like just compounding issues and making things worse and worse. And it's only gonna get worse. I can tell you that. Just take it. I mean, they're making such like it is weird, but they're making such a big deal out of it, and it's like it's just gotta happen. I'm sorry. Like that's the best they could do. They did it. It's over. Okay. Hopefully, maybe you could look back on it and laugh in 10 years' time. It's a weird thing. I mean, I guess trying to be comforting, but yeah, I kind of had a feeling it was gonna devolve into that. That's okay. He has to pick her up. This is not gonna justify anything in his mind that she should be moving back into the house. That's not going to help the situation if you're not taking any accountability. Well, talk to her then. Don't just go to the therapist who rags on her the whole time. I feel like, I don't know. I think it's because it's her, like through her eyes, I feel more sympathetic to her. But I'm like, what are you doing, dude, exactly to help the situation? She's not helping it because she very much plays the victim a lot, I think. But like, you kicked her out of the house, dude. Where's she supposed to go? Yeah, see, that's the thing. And like, if she had somewhere to go, it'd be one thing. So that's why I'm kind of like, I can't fully blame him because he doesn't understand that she's not staying at the thing. But like, it's a tough situation. And they're doing a good job of making it so like you see kind of all the sides of it. See, that's where I want to investigate the relationship more because it's like, yeah. And I feel like when you lose a family member like that, you cling on so much to the ones you still have, right? Yeah, just let her sleep on the couch, maybe, please. Her life is kind of falling apart. And I get yours isn't great either, but like, you guys don't have to see each other. Yes, thank you, Danny. Oh, I'm okay, yeah. I know we have to, but maybe we should find a new therapist. I just feel like they have to sit down and be like, is this forgivable? Like, I feel like he's like, get back to a good place, but in his mind, I think that it means getting back to where we were before, and I don't think that can happen. I think there's too much, and there's too much she's struggling with, and that they probably haven't talked about on both their faults. And I just feel like that's what I need to hear from him of like, is this something that I can forgive you for, or is this something that I'm just gonna have to find a way to forget? Because I don't think that's gonna work. That's the way you tell him. It took him a moment. He's like, what? She's married? What? Was she married in that Christmas thing that they showed us last episode? Because it didn't seem like it. So, like, when did this happen? Interesting development. I'm so confused. When did that happen? Because that's the whole thing about it's supposed to be so sudden between, like, the Christmas and then what happened to our mom. So I'm like, what? When did you get married in that time period? Where's she going? I thought they literally did stick her in a closet for a second. I was like, well, you know what? If you said it. Well, that's cute with the Christmas lights. I mean, there's a lot of junk down there. That might be the most realistic basement I've ever seen on a TV, honestly. So, she already had a baby when she was that young? I'm so confused on the timeline so far. Because I kind of thought she didn't have the baby till she was older. Oh gosh. This is another awkward car ride. Oh, the dad didn't show, of course. Yeah. I don't think that was surprising for her, but poor Lucas probably still had his hopes up. Oh. Oh, wow. So, wow. Okay. Aw. So that's why she couldn't go in the pharmacy, was because that's where, like, all her mom's appointments were or something. Or picking up the medicine that didn't work, that they probably couldn't afford. It is kind of interesting where it's like you had that, like, childlike belief you could be anything when you're a kid. And, like, where do you lose that, you know? At what point does your life change? I mean, that's two things that, yeah, will never change. You could divorce, break up, but, like, that never changes. Aw, that's nice. That's a nice way to look at it. Ah, so she has finally accepted the column. I do still wish, like I said, that she was getting paid. I feel like that would give her a little more financial independence to maybe like find her own place or just have something that's kind of her own and not so tied up in like her mom, her daughter, Danny, like just something that kind of stands on her own. So that's the only downside to that for me. However, I do really like the idea of the whole end where it's like, you know, when you're kind of questioning, that's what Danny was saying, like, who are you? I don't even recognize you. It's like you can go back to those things, like things that are never going to change, right? No matter what comes, no matter what happens, no matter what you do, there are things that are never, they're inevitable, like they're concrete and they're not going to change. And I like the idea of also, I mean, being like she's a accomplished writer even if she hasn't accomplished it yet, because that's how she viewed it as a kid when she was a child. It was like, I'm an accomplished writer, no ifs, ands, or buts. Knowing that like just wanting to be an accomplished writer and being a writer made her an accomplished writer. And I really like that. And I think it also ties into the whole like past, present, all kind of combining of it's like just because you aren't something yet doesn't mean that's not something that you still are, you know? Like even if you haven't achieved that goal, doesn't mean that it can't still be something that's a part of you. And I think that's really cool. So yeah, I really like the episode and I'm just excited to see more of the exploration. I'm glad she's back in the house because that was like a big thing, but I just don't feel like maybe I just feel like her and Danny are on different paths, and I feel like I said, I don't know if they really want to get back to the same place they were before, and that might just be something where they have to move on. You know, that's what happens, and it's probably going to be better for all of them. Maybe they will make up, but right now I just think they're just on two different. They want two different things out of life, and I feel like this is kind of her journey of maybe figuring out where she stands on her own and as her own person, because I feel like she's obviously been wrapped up, it seems like, with other people for so long. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, if you've seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!